Being prepared by bringing tools and recovery gear when you go off-road is extremely important. There are lists all over the internet on what you should bring. I even have several videos on items you should have in your Jeep and blog posts on my Jeep Momma blog. There are also links to those videos in the comment below. You may never use some of those items, but it's important to have them on hand, just in case. So, what have I actually used while I'm on those 4x4 trails? Let's start with the first time I broke my Jeep. I was wheeling at Roush Creek and slammed into a rock. Ooh, holy shit.
You hit something.
My steering went wacko and I couldn't turn the steering wheel. Turns out I knocked my steering stabilizer. I was a little freaked out, unnecessarily. Thank you. Uh-oh.
What? Hung up?
I can't move.
What do you mean?
It won't steer.
You're kidding. Can you turn? Oh, we're not turning, but you're gonna hit the... Oh.
It's not turning.
You're gonna hit the tree.
It won't turn. It doesn't feel right. I didn't realize at the time that you don't need to use your steering stabilizer. So the guys on the trail helped to take it off, and then when we got off the trail, we put it back on and readjusted it. The only tool we needed for this was an 18mm wrench. For those JKs and JKUs, this is a must-have tool in your toolbox. As I began wheeling more difficult trails, my recovery gear became super important and very useful. Not just for me, but others who needed a tow or a tug. I have used my recovery strap, tree saver, D-ring, soft shackle, snatch block quite often. And then there's my winch. I used it several times on the Rubicon Trail to help other Jeepers, and used it for my Jeep in Kingman, Arizona to get myself up over a waterfall. I was super stuck. After a 59-point turn, I was between a rock and a rock. I would say my winch and soft shackle would be tied for the amount of time they got used, then the recovery strap, then the tree saver. So after pulling myself up over that waterfall, I needed two more tools, the high lift jack and the Colby valve. I had torn my valve stem, the air started leaking from the tire, and pop, I lost the bead. My Jeep was in a very precarious spot on the rocks, and changing the tire was going to be extremely dangerous. Luckily, another Jeeper had a Colby valve, and it was a super quick, easy repair. Pull out the old valve stem and twist the Colby valve in. I now keep several of them in my Jeep. Video of this event is in the description below. The cool thing about the Jeep community is you may not have it all together, but together you will have it all. Don't get too crazy trying to pack everything in the kitchen sink in your Jeep. It's good to be prepared. You may not use everything you bring, and you may not have everything you need, but you may have things others need and vice versa. So every time you go out, you're going to learn what works for you and your style of wheeling. Just prepare the best you can and grow on that each time. You can head over to my blog, jeepmomma.com, and this YouTube channel. I have shared several videos and posts on what items to bring with you on the trail.